In today's market, failing to plan is planning to fail. This isn't 2021. You just can't slap up a price on your home, throw a few photos, and expect five offers by dinner. That market is long gone. Now, if you want results, you need a real plan, one that's tailored to your situation, not some cookie cutter checklist. And that's where my three P's come in. They're the foundation of every successful sale that I guide. And without them, you're flying blind. In this video, I am breaking down what I call the three P's. And no, I'm not talking about plants, pillows, and prayers. I'm talking about the three pillars that make or break your home sale. Get these right, and you're not just listing a home, you're positioning it to sell. But miss even one, you could end up stuck with an expired listing in a house you don't even want anymore. Let's start with the first and the most obvious of the three P's: pricing. In today's market, pricing your home right is everything. You go too high, you'll hear crickets, so you'll get no showings and no offers. Just awkward silence and a stale listing. Go too low, sure, you might get attention, but you could also leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. And in this market, that stings. But here's where it gets tricky: pricing isn't just about today. It's not just about looking at what your neighbor's house sold for last month and slapping a number on your home. You've got to look at the direction the market is heading. Is it trending up, down, holding steady? If prices are declining, you need to be proactive, not reactive. That means pricing ahead of the curve, not behind it. The reason for that is so you don't end up chasing the market down and sitting on an unsellable home. On the flip side, if inventory is low and buyer demand is rising, or your home checks all the boxes for everyone — updated, staged, great schools, killer location — then you can price more confidently and attract top dollar. This is where a comprehensive CMA, a comparative market analysis, comes in. But not just any CMA, and definitely not one auto generated by an algorithm or a Zillow estimate. You need a real, thorough pricing strategy built by a licensed real estate agent who actually knows what they're doing. Someone who just doesn't throw out a price but can walk you through their reasoning. I'm talking about adjustments for square footage, condition, location, features, even market psychology. There's a method to the madness, and the right agent can show it to you in detail. And hey, if you're not sure where to start or how to find that kind of agent, I've got you covered. In the link below, you'll find my free seller playbook. Inside, I break down exactly what questions to ask when interviewing an agent and how to know whether they actually have a solid pricing strategy or just winging it. And a bonus: when you download it, I'll personally reach out to thank you, and we can talk about your specific situation and find the right agent to help you move forward. Because pricing isn't just a guessing game, it is a strategy, and it's the first step to selling smart. Now, let's talk about the second P: presentation. And let me just say, this is not the time to be casual about how your home looks. First impressions matter. And in real estate, that first impression happens online long before a buyer ever steps foot inside your home. So the way your home presents from the moment someone scrolls past your listing can mean the difference between a showing and a skip. Step one: declutter. And I don't mean just tidy up a little. I mean go through your home with a critical eye and edit. Clear off those kitchen counters, take the 47 magnets off the fridge, and yes, pack away the family photo wall. The goal isn't to erase your personality, but to create space where a buyer can imagine their life and not yours. Next up, deep clean. Like scrub the baseboards kind of clean. I actually provide a deep cleaning service for my clients before we list, because I know a clean home just doesn't feel better. It photographs better, it smells better, and it signals to buyers that this place has been well cared for. And speaking of photos, let's talk about them real quick, because presentation online is everything. You don't want your listing photos taken by a real estate agent with an iPhone. You don't want a listing assistant doing it between Starbucks runs. And no, your cousin who once took a great picture of a sunset is not qualified. You want a professional real estate photographer, someone who knows how to capture space, light, and layout in a way that makes people desperate to get inside your home. Lighting matters, angles matter, editing matters. These photos are your home's digital handshake. You should make it a firm one. And then there's furniture placement. You want your home to feel open, inviting, and spacious. That might mean moving or removing furniture. Yes, even that overstuffed recliner that you love. If it makes the room feel cramped, it's gotta go. And hey, if that means storing it in the garage for a week or grabbing a short term storage rental unit, it's worth it. Now, look, I get it. Selling a home you're still living in isn't exactly fun. It is inconvenient. You're going to feel like you live in a model home that you're not allowed to touch. But here's the thing, that slight inconvenience, it's the lesser of two evils, especially if the other option is sitting on a house you're desperate to sell that's just not getting any offers or showings. Buyers shop with their eyes first, and when your home looks its best, it's clean, uncluttered, beautifully photographed, and thoughtfully arranged, it doesn't just show well, it sells well. All right, let's talk about the final and most overlooked piece of the puzzle: promotion. Now, when I say promotion, most people think, oh, yeah, my agent's going to list it on the MLS and Zillow and all the major websites too. And sure, that's part of it. But let me be crystal clear here. That's not promotion, that's bare minimum. And that's like showing up to a job interview saying, well, I wore pants. Congratulations, but that's expected. Real promotion, effective promotion, goes way beyond uploading a few photos and hoping someone bites. Here's the truth: every home is different, every situation is different. So, a true promotion plan, it's tailored, it's proactive, and it meets buyers where they are, not where it's convenient for the agent. Let me give you a few real world examples from myself and listings that I've promoted. I promoted a home while I was literally at the property, personally making sure it was getting landscaped properly. The grass was waist high. And while I was there, I had open house signs out, ready to pull in foot traffic from the neighborhood and the major road that the home was on. That's eyes on your home that wouldn't have been there otherwise. I've walked neighborhoods myself, door to door, handing out flyers to neighbors saying, hey, come check out this listing. And if you know someone looking, bring them with you. Why? Because neighbors know people, and your future buyer might be their cousin, their coworker, or best friend who's been dying to live in the area. This week, I have a listing appointment where I'm going to suggest not only filming the home for my YouTube channel that I have home tours on, not this one, but a separate one, but I'm also going to coordinate with other top agents in Atlanta who have home tour channels to get them in the door filming, sharing, cross promoting. That's putting your home in front of multiple audiences who are actively searching on one of the largest social media platforms other than Google. But it doesn't stop there. I've personally called buyers I know that are looking for homes just like the one I'm listing. Not a mass email, not a drip campaign like others, an actual personal phone call. And I do the same thing with agents. I call agents I trust who have active buyers and say, you need to see this place because you need to bring your clients. Sometimes the difference between showing and silence is just a nudge, a personal connection that an algorithm or a listing site cannot replicate. That's real promotion. It's boots on the ground, it's strategy, and yes, It's work, but that's the job. That's the job that your agent should be doing. You don't want a listed and leave it agent. You don't want someone who sets your home on the market like a loaf of banana bread at a bake sale and just hopes someone picks it up. You want proactive promotion. Someone screaming from the rooftops and putting your home in front of the right people in the right way at the right time. Because in this market, homes don't just sell like they used to, they have to be sold. So now that you've got the three P's: pricing, presentation, promotion, and hopefully you're seeing how much more there is to selling a home the right way, this isn't about luck. It's not about listing and waiting. It's about having a plan, a strategy, and a professional in your corner who actually knows how to execute. If you're even thinking about selling, whether it's this month or next year, don't guess your way through it. Grab my free seller playbook down in the description below, and it's packed with the same tools, questions, and strategies I use with my own clients. And when you download it, I'll personally reach out to say hey and help you start mapping out your next move. I'm Ben Dings. See you next time.